Today is Thursday. We are starting phase 1 of the proofreading, and that is on my phone, which is over there. I also will spoil and say, to be honest, I have already started. I started chapter 1 this morning, so like, it's not like I've gotten far. It also accidentally became a little bit of line edits, which I figured would happen, to be honest, so it's fine. I'm not too mad about it. I'm gonna walk while I do it, because obviously, otherwise I'm just sitting on my phone and I'm gonna be bored. Probably will have to lean a little bit, because I don't know how well walking like this will go. I've never tried it, and I'm quite not good with my coordination. We'll see how long it takes me. I'm not finished with chapter 1 yet. Let's see how much I have left of the chapter. I will sit down in a little bit and explain to you the whole process in case you're new here. I have 7 pages left in chapter 1. So, let's go. 1.5. We can do this. Whoa. Whoa. Please don't jump on the treadmill. Shoo shoo. Shoo shoo. Okay, so I just finished chapter 4. I'm on chapter 5. I've been walking for 50 minutes. I'm gonna take a break. My hips are hurting. Chapter 5. Yay. Gonna move to the chair. Continue on. I took a nap. It was lovely. It is currently 3:04. Coffee's brewing. I'm gonna drink it and get back to work. I think I'm on chapter 7. I didn't get too far. I wanted to do this all in one day, but Lord, I don't think that's gonna happen. Probably gonna take us 2 days. Because I have more than 20 chapters left still. But oh well. Fun. Having a fun time. Caught a few things. Caught a few typos, so that's great. I've mostly found a lot of sentences I want to rephrase, which is not the purpose of this, but, you know, that's okay. It's so funny how it is different reading it on my phone line edits than how I did it before, just reading it in the Word doc. Like, reading it like this makes it feel like an actual book, and like going through it and, you know, how it's phrased and everything, I can really see a difference, so funny. This is to the ring light in case you're curious. Coffee's done. I'll check in a little bit. I have finished. Oh, literally my butt hurts from sitting all day. I haven't gone on the treadmill since like you saw me earlier, which means I'm not at my step count, which also means I need to get stepping. Currently at 6,500 steps. So we're not close enough, and it's 9:40, I think. So, but we finished the phone read through. I don't think it tells me how many. Wouldn't that be nice? Please, no. 408. 408, wow. Awesome. Okay. I will start tackling those tomorrow. Why? It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I'm so happy to have it done. I will say there's nothing major that I read through that was like plot-wise. I'm like, oh, this is a whole. So fantabulous. Nothing major really in terms of changing things, but yeah, it feels good to have that read through done. Oh, I didn't think I was going to get it all done today, to be honest. I thought it was going to take me today and tomorrow, but it feels good to have that done today so I can incorporate them starting tomorrow. So, yay. Part 1 of proofs. Done. I did catch a few typos, not that many. I more so caught a few more inconsistencies and like just sentence things I wanted to change, so feels good. Had a full work day, but it feels good. I'll see you tomorrow. So I didn't talk to you at all yesterday. Sorry. I will update you soon. I didn't do anything writing related yesterday. Honestly, that's why. Room needs to get cleaned, and then I'm going to start on incorporating those highlights and stuff. So, beautiful. I just want to check in because, I don't know. Because I'm procrastinating getting to work on the messiness of this room. Yay. And I'm cold. Okay, room has been clean. It is several hours later. It is almost 2 o'clock. It's 3 minutes to 2. At 10:30, I think I went to a cafe. I think it was 10:30. I went to a cafe. I was there for like ever. And I didn't realize I'd been there that long. I think I left at 1:20. Yeah, I think I left at 1:20. But I looked at the clock and I'm like, it's 1:20. And the reason why I stopped when I did is because I went through and I incorporated all my highlights. So that's done. That is all incorporated. Yay. Next up is to listen to it, have like use the word speak aloud function and just follow along as it speaks aloud. So that way, you know, if anything sounds odd, like, you know, if the wrong word is here or like, you know, I can catch it that way. I think I'm going to have the feedback from the one person who's reading it over sometime this week. Today's Saturday, so sometime next week. I feel good. I feel really good. I got a lot done. And I was out in the world today. What happened? Who is she? I think going out last night and being out in the world last night make me want to get out into the world today. I don't think I mentioned it. I went out last night. It's supposed to be for karaoke, but we ended up not doing karaoke, which, like, thank God. This girl doesn't do karaoke. I think I want to change into like an actual sweatshirt because I'm cold in my cardigan, in my little bodysuit, but I'm proud of myself. I got out into the world today. Yay. Now I'm gonna go have lunch because we can buy coffee, but we can't buy coffee and lunch out. It's a little bit later. It's the same day. But we're back. What did I say I was doing? Was gonna make me lunch earlier? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Lunch has been made. Dinner has been had. It is 8 o'clock. Like I said earlier, I got through all of my phone things. So that feels good. I'm currently working on Aaron's point of view. I have 889 words I've ever written. And I'm trying to think of, like, right now I'm just waiting on that person who's reading through it just to give me their thoughts and everything. I'm hoping there's not too much. We had talked a bit more about just the comments being on like overall things, like if it's overall okay, solid, you know, nothing too nitty gritty, so shouldn't be too difficult when it comes to the editing process. Currently we are at 32 reviews. Crazy. The goal is 50, but like 32 is amazing, and so I'm really happy with 32. I don't think we'll hit 50 because it's like 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks exactly. That should have been a post today. 2 weeks. I'm so excited with 32. 32 people taking a chance on this bad boy. I'm excited. Love and Other Champagne Problems is at 95 reviews on Amazon, so if you've read it and you haven't left a review yet, I would be so thrilled if you could. I'd love to try and get this to 100 reviews by book 2's release day. How fun would that be? I did realize I'd accidentally priced the signed copy pre-order cheaper than it should be. My signed copies for the signed copy for the Love and Other Champagne Problems was $18. I accidentally charged the special edition copy of The Princess and the Fraud at $16. So that's unfortunate. But I'm not going to change it because several people already got it at the $16 price. I'd feel horrible for upping it for people who, you know. So my fault, but it is what it is. So if you want a signed copy, a special edition signed copy with 2 of the bonus points of view in the back of that book, link is down below. There is a 3rd bonus point of view that you can get by signing up for my newsletter, or you can get it by submitting a pre-order bonus. Submitting the pre-order bonus form that is linked to my link tree. Tons of links all down below. Wow, I'm kind of feeling tapped out today. Like I just want to sit on the couch and watch TV. I have 1 episode of Week Hero Class left to finish. I think that's all on that front I got for you. I might read a little bit more of Aaron's book tonight, but I am feeling, like I said, like I am tapped out. We will write a little bit, but then maybe pick it up tomorrow. I currently need to check the IngramSpark website. I meant to do this yesterday, but I forgot. Because yesterday I got an email from IngramSpark. They'll send like income report, or like a commission reports, something reports, you know. I got one yesterday that 5 copies of Teaching the Teacher's Pet had been returned. And I haven't even sold 5 copies this year. So most likely I would assume like a bookstore had ordered copies they didn't sell and they just returned them. Right now I'm not financially in a place where I can have returns like that consistently. I'm pretty sure most of my other books have returns turned off, but I just want to make sure. Just see this one's return. Yes, it does. Returns. Yeah. Teaching the Teacher's Pet returns are up. It says yes, destroy. I'm turning it off. No returns. I know this makes my book less desirable to bookstores and things like that, but right now, that is not my focus. I can't afford returns right now. Thank God it was only 5. Oh, Baked in the Football Players also returns are on. Okay, well, I just gotta go through and make sure they're all off. I can't afford returns right now. I'm not in a financially place where I can, you know, afford that. Thank God, like I said, thank God it was only 5 copies. It's still $30 that is coming out of my pocket. The bag with the bad boys is off. Odd. I was saying I thought most of them were off, but apparently not. I've seen some authors have returns like in the hundreds and that's out of their pocket, and I just am not in the mood to risk it. So, you know, I completely get it. I get it from a bookstore standpoint, you know, I understand. You know, if a book's not selling, what are you going to do with it? But it does just suck to, you know, look at the report and have it say -5. They're looking at it from a business perspective, and I am too. I cannot afford to have returns right now. Honestly, my readers don't come from bookstores. The majority of my readers don't come from bookstores anyway. I don't feel like I am missing out on things. Yeah, that was just kind of like a bummer to look at yesterday, and to be like, oh, that's just another hit that we've got. They just keep coming. Woo. It's the same day, just wearing a different hoodie, sweatshirt, and it is noon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time to get writing back on Aaron's point of view. I'm in a mood. I grabbed this pen to prop you. See that? Ink. Okay, hey, hi, hello. It is currently 3 o'clock. Finished Aaron Astor's point of view in the doc. So we're currently at 29 pages for all 3 points of view, and that's 8,693 words. Haven't plugged it into ProWriting Aid yet. I did actually also make a few more tweaks in my manuscript in terms of like the first chapter of the bonus point of view is so good in terms of like, getting to see more of Aaron's point of view, like as his parents, as he talks to his parents at Annalise's wedding. So good, like backstory for him from The Princess and the Frog. But then I'm like, okay, I need to incorporate that more into The Princess and the Frog, because like we get his backstory, but like I just came up with the backstory. Do you know what I mean? It's like obviously it's not going to be the manuscript as much. I mean, I knew exactly like what was going to happen to him. Like I knew what happened to him in the backstory, but writing it out and giving it dialogue and like writing out his thoughts and feelings as the moment is occurring, I feel like I needed to up certain scenes of his later on in the manuscript itself. So I did that. I also, that's all I did actually. Finished that, tweaked the manuscript, posted to Instagram. I feel really, really good. And I'm really actually happy of the scene that I tweaked, because initially I kind of thought like maybe it's falling a little bit flat or it's feeling a little bit rushed. Not enough to be detrimental, just enough to be like, this might be a little bit quick paced of a scene. And so being able to deepen up the dialogue between the two of them, as it relates to the backstory, just was very, very nice. It's currently 3 o'clock. It's 2:58. I need to wash my hair today, so I think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm a little sad because the waves are really cute, but definitely needs a wash. I think I'm gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna come back and then plug Aaron's point of view into ProWriting Aid and get all that figured out, and then create the special edition paperback file, and then I'll have a page count to be able to send it to my editor. So I spoke with the person who is rereading it, and they said they should have it back to me by tomorrow afternoon. I'm a little nervous. I'm just a little nervous that it's going to be a lot, recommendations. I don't know. I kind of was hoping for more of a, yes, this is good, and like pointing out detrimental things. So I'm hoping that's kind of where we leaned towards. That's kind of what we talked about initially. All the comments are detrimental comments, and hopefully there's not a lot of them. But either way, I'm excited. I feel a lot better having somebody read it over. But I'm really happy with this book. I'm really, really happy with this book. I will say, I went to pull through like swoony lines for this book for the quotes and stuff to share, like pre-release marketing sort of thing. And it's kind of funny. There aren't a lot of like swoony flirtiness between the two of them. I don't know if Enemies to Lovers usually has swoony flirtiness. There's not really that big of an opportunity for them to flirt because like they're enemies. And for a lot of this book, Lovey just does not understand Aaron. She wants to, and both of them don't view each other as flirting partners. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna look at each other and be like, "Ooh, I want to flirt," because Aaron has his sights set on somebody else to marry. Lovey is not interested in love at the moment either. So like there aren't a lot of lines that are like obviously swoony, but there are a lot of lines that are swoony within the context. And so like I could pull a line and share it and be like, "This is a swoony line." People would read it and be like, "That's swoony." Do you know what I mean? Because they don't have the context So I tried to find a few, and then I was a little bit stressed about that. I was like, is there not enough chemistry? Is there not enough swoon? And there is swoon. You have to have the context for it to be swoony. Do you know what I mean? I think there's one section that is swoon without context. But otherwise, all the other ones, it's swoon within the context. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I found a few. I think with this book especially, it's kind of just like, they are very adorable the longer you read. Like, the further you get into the book, the more like in love with them you're gonna be. I don't know if I've ever written a book like that before, where they're not flirty, bantery, you know. I don't know, because I wouldn't say there's flirty banter. There's a little bit of banter, but back and forth. They're both like, trying to outdo each other in terms of banter sometimes. It's just very different, I feel like. I love it. I love it a lot. It feels more character in their growth than just mindless flirty banter, which, don't get me wrong, I do love the flirty quips, you know what I mean? They both go through so much in this book that it just feels like their conversations are weighted every single time they talk to each other, and I can't share that because, like, without the context, you're just gonna be like, okay, like, I don't understand what's going on. I do enjoy it, and I enjoy the bonus points of view. I'm excited to reread through those, make sure everything's all nice and tight. I just am very much so enjoying this process for this book. I'm feeling very comfortable with it, feeling very confident for my final new adult book. I'm excited. And I say final, like, I don't know what the future holds in terms of, like, if in 2 years am I going to publish another new adult book. I don't know, but I do know this is my last one for 2025 and probably 2026 as well. So, because 2026, I want to start my new series. Okay, I'm back. It's 4:54. I showered like hours ago, and my hair's still like very much so wet. It's time to start plugging things into pro writing aid. I'm cold. Take it upon herself to How is that wrong? No. Okay, so there was just a little bit of bridging I needed to do in the beginning of this chapter. Now we can move it over to Pro Writing Aid. But anyway, I'm going to do this, and then I will check back in. I have come to a devastating realization that I love all 3 chapters, and I'm not really wanting to only give the signed copy 2. I don't know what to do. They're all so good. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. The plan was to give 1 to my newsletter signups to my newsletter, 2 and 3 to the signed copy, and then Patreon gets all 3, and the pre-order bonus gets all 3. That was the plan. I will say, out of all of them, 2 is a scene from the book. 2 is a scene from the book. Chapter 3 is the continuation of that scene after my main character is no longer, like, it's an Aaron continuation. I mean, these are all Aaron's point of view. But 2 is a scene that actually happens in the book, dialogue, But 3 does not happen in the book. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a scene that we don't see. So 1 and 3 are brand new scenes. 2 is the only one from the book. So, like, perhaps that one would be a good one to give to my newsletter sign-up. But, like, 1 and 3, I feel like are my favorites. 1 and 3. So that could be a good one to put in the special edition. 1 and 3 go in the special edition. 2 is the newsletter sign-up. All 3 of them go to everybody else. I think that's what I'm going to do. It doesn't matter necessarily, like, who gets what, 1, 2, or 3. It's just in the order of how I'm going to be putting it. Like, that's just the order of how it goes. Yeah. 1 and 3 are my favorites of Aaron's point of view. 2 is the scene in the book. I was going to go ahead and duplicate the paperback file in order, well, I might do it anyway, duplicate it just to have an idea of the special edition word count, page count, I mean. But I'm waiting on that person's feedback. And so it's just kind of like I don't want to make 3 different files I have to update. So yeah, I'll just do this like this. And that way I'll be able to know how many pages we got going. I'm hoping there's not a lot of feedback. Not a lot of nitty gritty things to change. But on the off chance that there is, I would rather not have to go through 3 different files to update them. Aaron's POV, Chapter 1. Aaron's POV, Chapter 2. Special edition ends up being 492 pages. 492? How many pages was the special edition before? What was that book called? Love and Champagne Problems. I guess then again I did do 2 point of view special chapters. For the other one I only did 1. 492. What? That's cool. Stop. That's fun. Okay, so I think I'm going to sign off here. What was I going to tell you? I still have to do the proofreading by listening to the book. I have a little bit more time with that though. I'm sending this to ARCs. I'm hoping to send this to ARCs on the 7th, which is Wednesday. Today is Sunday. My friend is going to get back to me tomorrow, you know, depending on their feedback. That gives me tomorrow night and then Tuesday. And then if I needed Wednesday morning, I could, to incorporate all that. The proofreads, you know, I might just advertise it as an unproofed ARC. My ARC team this time is super, super small. I limited it to people in my street team. We only have 17 signups. So super, super small this time around. I'm not really in the mood to have to like vet people, make sure they read my genre, that sort of thing. So I just kept it to the street team. I can advertise it as an unproofed ARC. I'm not too worried about that. I've done it in the past. But that being said, that thing gives me like a week-ish, a little bit less than a week to proofread it. So I want to listen to it and I want to read it in the physical format, and I have that coming to me. It's supposed to come, I think, Wednesday actually. Proofreading, like the proof copy was shipping really fast. I was surprised. I can read it physically while I listen to it. So, but yeah, so I feel good. I feel pretty good. I might just start listening to it listening to it, and then when I get the physical copy, then read along with it physically. But overall, I do feel very good. I finished a Week Hero class. Season 1 was 5 stars for me. Season 2 was like 3. And I think it's just because I just got so attached to the main cast in season 1 that without the main cast, I was just kind of like, And the last episode, like, there's a reunion that just kind of fell a little bit flat for me. Like, I don't know, it could have been nicer. But I'm on the hunt for my next K-drama. So when I land on one, I'll let you know. That is all from me. Thank you for following me along for part 1 of the proofreading journey. Part 2 will be coming out soon, Friday probably. I love these sort of deadlines when like you can see everything come together, not the last minute, but like see everything come together just before the deadline. Like, that's my jam. The procrastinator in me loves that. Yes, so I am Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 11, soon to be 12 sweet romance books, and I will see you next time. Bye.